Hello, and welcome here to A1R Radio and Moonstruck TV for a fabulous week of psychic reading, psychic guidance, mediumship, spirit, messages from spirit, those future connections and clairvoyance. And I am Eleanor Grace, and I am here in London, United Kingdom. And welcome to you all. Here in the UK, it is 7 o'clock. I know that it's 2 o'clock in the USA, and I think it's somewhere in the morning in Australia, Sydney, Australia. But welcome to the show. Now, this is a show which is all about psychic stuff, that intuition, those psychic energies, special skills of mediumship. And what we want to do is give you information about yourself that we could never guess, we could never know. And that is what mediumship and psychic ability is all about. So we're going to do some live readings here today. And if you want to get a hold of me for a very personal and private reading, then you just go ahead, go to my website, which is gracedestiny.com, and you can have a look at all of the things that I get up to in the UK, holistic events I organise, psychic nights, psychic readings, I have a psychic team, and of course I do my live streams on Facebook as well, so you can get through and watch me on there if you're in the UK. Of course, here in the US, it's really a popular show. I have lots and lots of US followers that follow me everywhere. So let's hope that you can do the same and enjoy. Come and join us, won't you? Now, I use crystal balls a lot, and I've got one of mine here. This is a pure quartz crystal ball. It's one that I really like to use a lot because it brings in that enhanced energy, and it really makes a difference as well to your reading, because we're looking at how we can just move your life forward. We twizzle and turn with the crystal ball, and this is pure quartz, so you can see the reflections that are all around, and we're looking very much at how you can move into a future pathway. What I look for in the center of the ball is a pathway, an opening. Where are you going? What is it that you are going to be up to? I also will give you a tip if you're using a crystal ball for any of your own readings or for anybody else. Then what you must do is look straight through the ball. Don't look into the middle, but you look straight through, and then you will see images emerge. You can tap into your own psychic energy, and you can bring that intuition in. So let's have a look at who is dialing in today. We've got Sharon in Essex, England, and you're ready here in the UK. Now, Sharon, have you been watching the match, have you?
No, don't do football.
No, you don't like football. Well, just to let you know, England won, and that's a fantastic result for all football lovers out there. So let's get on with you anyway, Sharon. Welcome to the show. Lots of positive energy here in the UK today. So Sharon in Essex, I believe you are. Is there anything in particular that you really want to look into? What I can feel around you when I connect to your energy is that you've got some big changes just on the horizon, and you must have felt recently as though you were about to sort of literally fall off a cliff, going into the unknown. Leap of faith. It's all of this unquantifiable energy that is there. It's quite mystical, but
Right.
I feel that your energy is strong enough to take it. You're feeling really quite buoyant, and as though you can float here on the air. If you leapt into the air, you would just fly. You would be able to do that. So you will be entering now a very confident phase, and these are the images that I have around you, and it's so exciting. I feel very excited for you, Sharon. But this will come now after a time that you have been, I think, probably downhearted, perhaps feeling as though there's been blockages around you, and also perhaps feeling as though there's nothing more that you can do. Is that how you've been feeling, Sharon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Five of Wands is the first card here for you. This is an opportunity to be protected. You know, number five is a very strong spiritual card. It brings in levels of protection that are unseen, unheard. So it's like, well, if I fall over, I'm going to fall on the grass. I'm not going to fall on the concrete. And that's what is around you. It's a very special feeling. You do have spiritual connections. Have you fallen out with a sister or something, Sharon? I feel there's a woman here that arguing with. Is it your sister? Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, well, you know, sometimes you can't do anything about that, can you? You know, sometimes it's just one of those things. But I want you very much to concentrate on you. Don't be thinking too much about other people, because this is where your energy has dissipated. Remember what I've said? It's as though you were about to jump off a cliff. Maybe you felt as though things were just plummeting down, and now it's your opportunity to say to yourself, well, that's not going to happen. I'm actually going to throw myself into the future, but this time I'm floating, I'm flying, I'm going to succeed. Do you have a little boy, do you, Sharon?
So
You too little, okay. Who's the littlest, the youngest I want to go to? It seems as though you've got some wrangles or arguments about him, not with him, but about him. So there's going to be some conversations that you will have. They're quite stern conversations as well. So don't forget to find your voice. And
yeah, I can understand that.
okay, all right. You're going to have to be protective and reasonable, okay? So don't get angry, don't get annoyed. Just be okay. I understand. It's like one of those, isn't it? I understand what you're saying to me, but my point is this, and you are going to do that perfectly. You've got a really great way with you when you stop being annoyed and angry. It's like the same for all of us, I think. Chariot is here now. The Chariot brings you good news, and that's going alongside the events that are happening now. This really good news is, I think, just on the wing. It's about to enter your life. As I've said, that the exciting time is about to enter. It means movement, so be expecting to make a move. You might not physically do that at the moment, Sharon, but you will plan to do that over the full course of this year. So I would expect you to be thinking about moving home and maybe making a new start for yourself with this energy that's around you. Don't be frightened to do that. Romance is going to be better by the time you get to the end of the year. I want to give you December. Did somebody pass over in December? Because I feel as though it's a memory time, not Christmas, early in December. That's where I want to go to. What does that mean to you?
It was my granddad, but quite a few years ago.
Was it? Okay.
December.
Right. Sorry, what did you say? What date?
It was the 12th of December.
12th. Okay. You know, that was a number that I could see here in my mind. But anyway, it's your granddad then that is with you here. But I want to ask you as well about the initial of M. It's like a Margie or Marjorie, because there's a lady who's with you and she just wants to bring you some comfort. Might be Margaret, Margie, that sort of name. Do you know who that is as well as your granddad? It is somebody in spirit.
No, it's not that name.
Okay. Watch for it though, will you? Because it's connected here, and sometimes you don't realize how spirit is bringing that information to you. But I do feel that
after you think about it and you realize you link it to something.
And I think maybe it's really strongly connected with your granddad too. So it could be him saying to you, look, I found this person. You may find out in the fullness of time, but this is something that he is saying to you. So just keep that to your heart, because he is wanting to let you know that there's much better things for you now. And I think that you realize that, and you need to let go of emotional baggage that has been harmful to you as well. Don't carry it with you. Try to meditate a little bit on yourself. This is a man that's coming in, King of Pentacles. I love him. He is going to be a great guy here for you, and somebody that you lean on. I've got your head going on his shoulder, and you feel safe with him, and that should ring true to you. I think you know what I'm talking about, but we won't dwell on that, because it's the positive things that we want to be embracing. So remember these chats here as well, Sharon, with your little boy and who you've got to talk to with him. Remember your granddad, because he remembers you. December, I think, will be a turning point. I know that seems a long way off, doesn't it? End of the year, but really it isn't. It's only just a little way along.
It won't be long.
No, soon be Christmas, start saving now. But I feel that that's going to be a very significant time. Knight of Wands, that's your elder boy as well. He is, I think, growing into a strong-minded young man. You'll be very proud of him. I think you will. Yeah, you already are. And I think that's where there's a lot of joy in the future as well. Sort of pats on the back for you. You're a great mum. You've been strong, and you have given the right amount of affection, proportionate. That's what it's been, very proportionate for you. So there we are, Sharon. I think that you have such a lovely energy. You are going to go forward here with a great deal of abundance. There's a lot of prosperity. Are you thinking of moving? Is that something that's on your mind?
Yes, it's something that's been in the pipeline for a while.
Yeah, well, by December, you're there. That's why I think the end of the year is so important here for you. There at the end of December. Now, your ex, I'm a bit confused here, because I've got two men around you. One seems to be your ex, but he keeps coming sort of back in and out. And then there's another person who is looking, he's looking straight at you, and he's sort of puzzled a bit. He wants to question, well, am I welcome or am I not? So be aware that you are attracting other admirers to you. They are there. So don't feel as though you're an island here, Sharon, where you can only look back into the past. You can draw a line as well, and you can refuse and reject those past admirations, and that will then give you the clarity, the space, I think, to be able to attract to you the right energy, it's the right soul. So I wish you well as well, Sharon, and thank you for
so much.
calling in. That's my pleasure. It's been a pleasure reading for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
That's my pleasure. Okay. And lots of love. Love and light back to you, Sharon. And now we are going to Melissa in Canada, I believe. So hello there, Melissa. Are you online with me?
I am, yes. Hello, thank you.
Hello, I'm Eleanor Grace. I'm speaking to you from London in the UK. Now, Melissa, I just want to connect to you because you're very sweet, aren't you? You've got such a lovely, lovely, sweet energy around you. It's like sugar, I want to eat lots and lots of candy and, sort of really fill up with a nice time. And I feel that because that's where I want to be, on a swing in the park, that this is where you are really, in a fairly sort of imaginary state where you've got lots of possibilities for your future, lots of opportunities that are coming in as well. And you're feeling a bit childlike, wondrous. Everything is going to be mystical, magical, and you will, I promise you, you will get what you want. Are you learning learning something at the moment? Are you going through quite a hard process of learning a task here? Because you will succeed. That's what I want to say to you. But you've got the strength card. You've got to be patient and strong and work hard. And sometimes I feel as though you want to just give up. Is that you? Are you reaching for the stars? Are you reaching for something very hard to achieve? I feel as though you are. Is that correct here, Melissa?
Yes, I'm going through a lot this past few years, just trying to get my excuse me, my physical and emotional and mental health all aligned and in order, center and balance myself.
Oh, good.
It's been kind of like just riding the waves of the universe. Sometimes it feels like you're in a wave pool, but I'm just trying to keep my head above water. I try to be as optimistic and positive as I can, because if I let the negativity take over, then that wins. But,
it does, and it can bring you down. So this is a universal degree, isn't it? It's about you really learning some of those harsh lessons of life, and you're tackling that, and you're tackling it with a great deal of positivity. I think at the moment, though, it's overwhelming for you. I feel that there's so much that you want to achieve that this is now getting to be really quite difficult, quite testing for you. Let me just have a look now at my crystal, because there's angels that are around you. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that you have actually connected here to angel guides, and that angel deity and that energy is all around you? Is that something that you feel? Because here, Melissa, you should be seeing that in your dreams. And I've got Archangel Michael that, is an energy source. He's there, he's above you all the time, and he's like driving you forward. Does that make sense to you? Do you understand that?
Yes, it does. I feel like I have terrible luck, but very good luck, if that makes any sense.
Hello?
Like, terrible things happen to me, but I always have good luck. I have great guidance, which I feel like is probably, if that is within myself, but I've never been told I've had angels, and I've never had anybody confirm that.
I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. Let's see what has happened here. So we'll see what we can do. I think I've lost some of the sound or the speakers on here. What I will do, okay, she says that she's always had good luck, and she has agreed as well with me. Well, that's really fabulous. Let me see what I've got here. I think I might have fixed the problem. Hello, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can. I think that was my fault. I think that was my problem. And here I am. I'm back. I was looking at the angel deity, and I wasn't really looking at the controls in front of me. So do apologize to you, Melissa, but I am back. I want to say to you that Archangel Michael is around you. Do you understand that? I mean, do you understand that he comes into your dreams, that he is there, that when you want to really focus onto a problem, you can be assured that you will always have a rescue. There is a rescue that is around you. Melissa, do you understand that? Yeah?
I do. Thank you.
Oh, good. Okay. And do you know a Steve or Stephen? Who is that to you? Do you know him?
I'm sorry, no, I don't know a Steve or a Stephen.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you that name because somebody with that name, that Steve even, he's going to be in your future path, because I've got this here. There is a massive opening in your life. This is about harmony. It's about joining forces in a romantic sense, relationships being really important, getting rid of past fears and past difficulties, because that there were some. We all have that. We all have the ups and downs of life. But here I feel with you that you have got much more of an energy about you that is really saying to you, look, now it's time for you. Now it's time for you to be loved and adored. So do watch for the initial of S, Stevie, Stephen, Stu as well. That's a name that's here, but it's it can also be a surname. So don't be fooled by that. Just keep that one in your
Okay.
pocket. Um,
Okay.
Now, Melissa, did you have some heartbreak? Because I've got a ring here that's been thrown away. So you must have been in love with somebody who you couldn't really take anything further forward with. Is that correct? Is that true?
The father of my children, he died in November.
Okay, that's what it is
And the
then.
man that I'm currently with, I'm not very happy with.
No. The ring that's been thrown away it's just symbolic. It's the fact it's a fact that that relationship ended, so that's why I connected to the father of your children who passed in November. You will not stay with the man that is around you now, because that is another ending that I have here, and it's important for you to know that, but also for you to be able to time that properly. It's your choice. You're in control. Don't be thinking that you have to rush to make any decision. It will happen naturally, and it happens naturally on your future path. I do want to give you that name, though, Stephen. I feel that that's very strong in your future. Don't think about it anymore. Don't go looking for him, because he's going to be looking for you. There's admiration here coming into your life, Melissa. And I do feel as well, there's still another child. Did you lose a child, Melissa? There's a soul that's here that I'm connecting to. Did that happen to you?
I had an abortion before.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I've always been kind of worried about Judgment Day. Like, I
thought so. Yeah, I thought so. Do not be worried. This is what I'm getting here, that the lost child is a soul that was not ready to be connected to you at that time. So it wouldn't have made any difference whether it was an abortion or whether it was a miscarriage or whether it was a stillbirth. It was a child that was not ready to be with you. That's why the angels are with you. That's why you have been protected, because it was devastating. I think that decision was a devastating one for you. And you were young as well. You couldn't have coped, and it wasn't meant to be. So do not worry about Judgment Day, because it's already been judged. You must think about it like that. And I've seen many, many lost souls and lost children here in the 30 odd years I've been doing this job. And believe me, I promise you, this was just one of those pathway decisions. It was something that was always going to happen, and you were not really in control of that. But now you are. You are in control of your own destiny. You make your own decisions. You've already had a lot of sorrow in your life, and now it's your turn. You've got to really believe in that. It's your turn. It's your turn to manage your future. Don't be too trusting with people, and connect as well to everybody with that lovely, sweet soul of yours, because you don't want that to be broken. Relationships are there to love you, to support you, for you to feel as though you've got a partner who truly cares and truly shares your life. Remember that. That's what a partnership is about. And I feel that there's a soulmate, a twin soul, twin flame, whatever you want to call him, about to enter your life. And this is what I'm looking for in the crystal. You can see those aquamarine colors as well, Melissa. These are colors that are surrounding you, and they are healing you. They're healing you from disappointment and from quite a lot of pain as well that you've already suffered. You're young and you've got through it. You've survived it. So the next phase is much, much better. Years and years and years ahead for you. I can see here a bright, bright light in the center. That's your heart. That's your heart speaking. You do speak the truth, don't you? You need to be looking at a career which would manage that. I mean, you'd be an extremely good advocate, somebody who...
That's what I want to be. I want to be an advocate.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I've been told. So Melissa, you will be an advocate, and that is you're learning. Remember, I said to you at the start of your reading, are you learning something that's very hard? And even though you've had these universal lessons from life itself, you are now going to enter into a practical learning, which is to be an advocate. So at the end of your reading, we have actually found out what it is in your destiny. So your destiny here is to overcome the difficulties that you have, to be an advocate. It is hard. It's not going to be the easiest path that you could choose, but how rewarding is that going to be? And there is another child, and that child is not yet. It's a little bit further on. And it sort of comes as a surprise as well, but it's when you are with another partner. So be strong enough here to go for your dream, to aim at your goal, to learn about your advocacy role. You have such a balanced soul, great judge of character, and you will be able to be fair and people will trust you. Remember that too, Melissa, that you are trustworthy, honest, and you deserve the very, very best. So I'm going to wish you the best as well, and love and light to you. And I hope you've enjoyed your reading, and don't be thinking that there's difficult times ahead. You've just had one of those few years of hardship, but turn it around, because that's your choice. It's up to you. So best of luck to you. And thank you for coming in to the show. All right, then. Thank you, Melissa. Okay, so there we are, guys. We've had such a lovely opportunity today to give you some examples of how clairvoyance works, how mediumship works, and also how we work together, giving you all of the focus and giving you all of the opportunities that you can get here for a very, very great show. So love and light back at you, and I will see you next time.